JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, case adjourned after defendant urinates in courtroom. Defendant Ted Prince on Tuesday morning caused jaws to drop during the trial of the Wandon gang when he clambered over a court bench and relieved himself in the corner of the courtroom. It is understood that Prince had been trying to get the attention of court staff for some time to communicate the emergency. Upon being acknowledged by trial judge Chief Justice Brian Sykes, Prince, who was observed raising his hand once on the monitor, stood. But before the court's registrar could make his way with the microphone to allow Prince to address the court, the lithe-bodied prisoner scrambled over the top of a court bench, aligned himself with the post, pulled his zipper, and urinated in the courtroom. The matter was adjourned hastily. Court staffmen in the area have expressed dismay at the actions of the defendant, who walked out with his co-accused with an air of defiance. Prince, while being escorted from the courtroom, was overheard saying, "If me walk come in a paper, me no care. Pissing at that, me no care." Prince has been sporting an injured arm for several weeks, following a fracas at the correctional facility where he's been held. Sykes, during his finding yesterday, had indicated that Prince was one of the defendants, whom he was satisfied is a member of the criminal organization based on the evidence. Security guard dies after falling from a moving bus on Portmore Toll Road. A security guard has died as a result of injuries he sustained after falling from a moving vehicle on Tuesday. He has been identified as 27-year-old Nathaniel Johnson of 2 West in Greater Portmore, St. Catherine. Reports from the Hunts Bay Police are that about 6:45 a.m., Johnson was driving on a public passenger bus along the Portmore Toll Road when he complained of feeling unwell and in need of air. He proceeded to open the door and shortly after fell from the vehicle. He was pronounced dead at hospital. Investigation continues. Man gunned down along railway lane in Montego Bay. A man was gunned down along railway lane in Montego Bay, St. James last night. East Travon Lawson, otherwise called Spengwing, of a Montego Bay address. The Burnley Street police say the shooting happened about 7:10 p.m. The police say Lawson was standing among a group of people along the roadway when a white Toyota Axle motor car drove up and pulled up beside them. The windows of the vehicle rolled down and the occupants opened fire, hitting Lawson multiple times before speeding away. The police were summoned. Lawson was rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Clarendon farmer robbed of goats and killed, say cops. Police believe that a goat farmer was found dead in Ransbury District, Clarendon, on Monday morning, was taken to the area and killed by thieves. The body of 37-year-old Jerome Morgan, otherwise called Bud Up, from Harrison Town in Milk River in the parish, was discovered by residents who called the police. Investigations revealed that Morgan was last seen about 1 p.m. on Sunday when he went to feed his goats. Subsequently, neither Morgan nor the goats returned, the police said. About 10:30 Monday morning, residents stumbled upon the farmer's body and summoned the authorities. The police have theorized that Morgan was robbed of his goats and taken to Ransbury, where he was killed. They are carrying out further investigations. Man killed in Thompson Pen, St. Catherine. A man was shot and killed in Old Road, Thompson Pen in St. Catherine, on Sunday night. The St. Catherine North Police says 32-year-old Anthony Moore, otherwise called Buppy, unemployed, of Old Road. About 9:30 p.m. Sunday, residents reportedly heard loud explosions sounding like gunshots. They summoned the police, who discovered Moore's body with what appeared to be gunshot wounds. He was moved to the nearby Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. 3 in custody after revolver and ammo seized in Savage Pen. 3 people, including a woman, are in custody following the siege of a farm and several rounds of assorted ammunition in Savage Pen, Gordon Town in St. Andrew on Tuesday. Reports from the Constant Spring Police are that a team conducted operations in the area between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. During the period, a premises was searched and 1.38 revolver, along with 5.38 rounds of ammunition, was found beneath the mattress. Another room on the same premises was searched, and a man was allegedly seen hiding from the police. He was also searched, and 9.3 cartridges and 15 9mm cartridges were taken from him. 2 other persons at the premises were also arrested. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigations. St. James couple found with overseas residence info charged. A man and his girlfriend have been charged by members of the Lottery Scam Task Force following an operation in Anchovy, St. James on Tuesday. Charged are 30-year-old farmer Kenua Francis and 29-year-old Chantel Reed, a sales representative, both of Anchovy in the parish. Reports are that between 4:30 a.m. and 9 a.m., lawmen conducted an intelligence-led operation at the couple's home. One laptop computer and a Samsung cellular phone were found and analyzed. Several Excel files, populated with names, addresses and telephone numbers of persons residing overseas, were found on the laptop. The cell phone contained numerous dialed overseas numbers, text messages, credit card, and banking information. A further search of the area resulted in the discovery of a garbage bag containing overseas Visa debit cards, lead sheets, and one composition notebook. The couple were subsequently arrested, and each of them charged with possession of identity information and possession of access devices. Schoolboys in viral beating video to return to court March 15. Two Denham Town High School boys, accused of assaulting another student, are to return to the family court on March 15, 2023. The boys had their bail extended when they appeared in court yesterday, but one will remain in custody as he was not given bail in another incident in which he has been charged. The two, whose names have been withheld because they are minors, are charged with assault occasioning bodily harm. They were arrested after another student was beaten in a classroom at the West Kingston institution. The incident was captured on video and went viral on social media. The video shows two students ordering another to kneel and then kicking and slapping him several times. The Denham Town Police had reported that the incident occurred about 11:45 a.m. One of the boys was taken into custody shortly after the incident, while the other was taken to the police by his parents later that evening. The second schoolboy was arrested and charged with assault occasioning actual bodily harm, along with his co-accused, who was taken into custody on Wednesday. Lawmen say they're investigating another incident in which he may be involved. Man dragged before court for allegedly receiving over $1 million stolen from BNS customers' account. A man was charged after over $1.2 million went missing from a couple's bank account was brought before the St. James Parish Court on Monday. Joe Gardner appeared before presiding parish judge Sasha Mary Smith Ashley to answer to 17 counts of receiving stolen property. He is represented by attorney-at-law Sue Phillips. According to the allegations, sometime in November 2022, the male complainant was making a deposit to his business account at the Bank of Nova Scotia Santa Cruz branch when he recognized it was substantially lower than it should have been. Checks were made with a supervisor at the same bank, resulting in a printout that revealed multiple transfers that the complainant was not aware of to names he was unfamiliar with, one of which was the accused. The second complainant, who is a joint account holder, was contacted and she stated that she did not know of any of the transactions. Following investigations, several persons, including a friend and associate of the accused, were listed as persons of interest. The friend is believed to be the ultimate beneficiary of many of these transfers, according to reports. On November 10, 2022, at about 3 p.m., Gardner was phoned at a call center in Montego Bay and asked about the sum transferred. On November 10, 2022, at about 3 p.m., Gardner was phoned at a call center in Montego Bay and asked about the sums transferred to his account by his friend. He reportedly claimed that the money was for forex trading. When shown a list of transfers, he stated that he couldn't account for the funds transferred to his account by his friend. According to him, he provided his friend with his bank account, withdrew the money, and gave it to him. According to court documents, a total of $1,245,483.61 was deposited into Gardner's account. To date, his friend has not been located. During Monday's sitting, the clerk of court informed the court that the case was not ready for trial because several documents were still outstanding. The documents include statements from the bank, the female complainant, and the investigating officer. Road fatalities climbed to 67 after 11 deaths last weekend. There were 11 road fatalities across 4 parishes on the weekend. 8 fatalities resulted from 2 crashes in St. Mary and St. Andrew, while there were 2 deaths in St. Catherine and 1 in Clarendon. This brings to 67 the number of people who have died due to road crashes since January, compared with 82 for the same period last year. Dr. Lucian Jones, Vice Chairman of the National Road Safety Council, said the high number of fatalities is concerning and has a negative effect on Jamaica's workforce and development. He added that the healthcare system is burdened by the injuries resulting from these crashes. Grieving relatives on Monday morning visited the scene of Sunday night's crash in which 5 young people, including a teenager, died on the Temple Hall Main Road in St. Andrew. The deceased are 19-year-old Romario Moody, 20-year-old Anthony Fuller, 20-year-old Tanjay Murray, 21-year-old Raheem Campbell, and 25-year-old Jamie Marriott. All were from Border in St. Andrew. The grandmother of one of the young men says they were all related. It's reported that about 10 p.m., the group was traveling on 3 motorcycles toward Temple Hall. On reaching Clarksdale, one of the drivers reportedly swerved to avoid a pothole, lost control of the vehicle, and collided with a Toyota Hiace bus that was traveling in the opposite direction, causing it to overturn. The motorcyclists and the pillion riders died at the scene. They were not wearing helmets. The driver of the Toyota Hiace was treated for injuries. A resident on Monday morning said that crashes on the Temple Hall Main Road are frequent. The woman, who requested not to be named, said motorists often use the road as a racetrack, forcing pedestrians to take evasive action. She appealed for the police to increase their presence on the roadway and urged motorists to slow down. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.